What a fantastic sunrise. On the AT Pro right here. Hello and welcome back. My name is Chris, and this is another episode of Try New Things. So one thing I wanted to check today, I've got a friend that specializes in tree and stump removal, and hopefully he'll be making it out here today. But in the back corner here, where we're going to be putting the workshop, there's a couple big trees that need to be removed, and then the subsequent stumps from that, and a couple additional stumps that for obvious reasons I don't want to be, underneath the foundation. So let me give you a look here. Can tell from this stake, it's kind of the rough corner where the workshop's going to go. And if I pan left, you can see a couple fairly good sized trees here. I would estimate them to be about 18 inches in diameter. Yeah, about 18 inches in diameter. And now, even though they're not directly under the corners or the foundation, they will be blocking the main door to get into the workshop, so those have to come out. And then on the back side, this one also falls just outside of the floor plan, but I'm not real keen on having a big tree overhanging the roof line of the new workshop, so I want this one to go as well. Now last weekend when I was out here, I was bragging that I was going to get up in the mid 60s, but this morning I jumped out of the Jeep and it was 22 degrees. So a lot cooler than it was last week, which is still nice. The wind's not blowing, the sun is shining, so it's going to be a good day and hopefully a good weekend for getting stuff done out here on the farm. So something I thought you might find interesting. At the front of the property there's this landscape feature. It's kind of like a half moon. I kind of thought it was probably a planter. When I first came out here it was all overgrown, but now with the frost the grass has settled down a bit. But it's very strange in my opinion. Let me show you. So for whatever reason, some previous owner has taken the limestone from the property and stacked it sideways with the sharpest edges pointing upwards to make the rim of the flower bed or whatever this was. It could have been a seating area, I don't know. But then they went and cemented this entire feature together. Now obviously I'm going to have to take this out at some point, but I just find it extremely strange. And what useful purpose would this have to line up all the stones with all the sharp edges pointing upwards and then cement it together in a ring in your what would have been your front or backyard? Anyway, this feature definitely has to go at some point, but it's going to be a lot of work given these are just essentially large concrete blocks with jagged sharp edges in it. So looking forward to that project. Also, when I was out here last weekend clearing the fence line, even though I wore gloves the whole time, I managed to get poison ivy on the back of both of my hands. So today I'm trying some new gloves, some chainsaw gloves, Husqvarna. We'll see if that works. But my first job for today, real job, is to clean up around this tree at the entrance. You can see it's somewhat overgrown and being taken over by vines. So let's see what we can do to dress that up and make it look better. Well, I think it turned out all right. I'm pretty pleased with that. Should be able to get a mower up close to the tree in the spring. Got rid of all those weeds and bushes and vines. And I think this tree will do better too. Look at how tight those vines were, strangling the bark of the tree. Anyway, on to the next bit, which is more of that ugly fence line. See you later. Pretty neat. Found this old fence post. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but definitely going to make something out of it. It's definitely been here a long time and it's ready to come out. But yeah, pretty surprised to see that. There's a couple more buried in there I'll have to get to hopefully tomorrow.